knows how my dad is. However, I'm so glad that my husband and my dad are really cool. Like, I feel like they probably talk more than me and my dad do, which is good. Like, they have a good relationship. I appreciate that. Sometimes, though, my dad may mention something, and then my husband, like, brings it to me, and I'm like, whatever, my daddy didn't say that. Like, I know my daddy. And then we kind of go a little bit back and forth.
Right.
Because he's like, no, your daddy, seriously, this is something he wants to do or something he wants to try. And I'm like, whatever, I know my daddy. So then, of course, I'm going to talk to my sister about it. And she's like, whatever, we know our daddy. So.
Right, but I think guys talk to men, like other guys, different than they talk to their daughters.
Yes.
So maybe that's just part of their male bonding.
Probably. So, yes, definitely understand the family dynamic. And, just try to relate to it and, put yourself in their shoes. Because only the person that has grown up in the family really, really understands.
Right, because like my parents' dynamic is not like most people. Like my mom is my mom, but she's really like my sister, and my dad he's there. Like, I mean, he's like, so me and him have a great relationship, and so like we can all get mad at each other and go off on each other, and then sit down and eat and sing kumbaya like nothing happened. My husband's family is not necessarily like that. So when we do that, we like snap out and everything's fine. We just squash it and gone about our business. And he's like, what in the world just happened? But my daddy has always told us that we never go to bed angry at each other. So we pretty much squash it, say what we got to say, and keep it moving. Like, yeah, you was acting like an ass at that moment, but we just pick up the pieces and keep going. So that's a little bit different. He's not able to get used to that, but that's just our family dynamic, and that's our crazy, because everybody's used to their crazy.
Exactly.
And then you have other people's crazy, and you like, this is some BS. Get me away from here, because I would rather you just tell me how you feel about me in my face instead of talking about me behind my back, because that's all I know.
Yes.
Like, I know how my parents feel about me. It ain't no guessing, because my daddy's gonna set me straight. My mom, she might be like, I don't think that's the Lord's will for you to do that, and I just don't think that that's right. Yeah, so it is a little different.
It is. You don't want to assume that family relationship will resemble the one in your family.
That makes sense. That's kind of like what I said.
Yes. Then that's pretty much self-explanatory. I know there was a time when my dad was trying to get us to meet his girlfriend, and at the time, no one was feeling her because she's shady as hell. And and my dad would talk to my husband about it, and I'd be like, no, I don't want to meet this person. And you have to let me, sit in that. And he's like, well, I've been through this with my family, and we all are accepting of my dad's wife and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's fine. That worked for y'all. But this ain't working for me. And I just want you to be clear that I'm not shutting my dad out. I just don't have to be bothered with her.
Right.
So, we, again, went back and forth with that. But luckily, they broke up. So it's a non-issue. And I love his current girlfriend to death.
Right.
So. But yes, when they try to chime in, it's like, no, you don't know. So stay in your lane.
Yeah, but everybody has an opinion like they got an asshole.
I know. Wow, you really said that.
What? Was I not supposed to say that?
No, it really dawned on me what you said.
This is true.
It is the truth.
People are opinionated. People make a lot of money giving their opinions.
Yes.
So, like, people are going to talk.
That is
I'm
true.
super opinionated. I got an opinion about everything.
I know.
Don't tell the public. I just told them, though.
So do take the time to get to know your in-laws. If you're separated by distance, write or email each other or call. And that's self-explanatory as well. You do want to get to know them, especially if you have children. You definitely want them to build that relationship.
I would call. I think if you text something or email it, it can be taken out of context.
That's true.
So I would rather just have a phone-to-phone conversation. Just say, hey, I'm just checking in on you. Wanted to see how you were doing. How's life there? And then chime back and, just keep the dialogue going.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, don't take offense easily. You may just not understand the family dynamic.
And that's what happened with you and your husband. He didn't understand the family dynamic. And my husband doesn't understand our family dynamic and probably never will, because they weren't raised up in our crazy. Like, you're crazy is you're crazy, period.
Yes.
So don't act like it's going to be like a magical pill where they can understand the craziness of your family.
Yes. And I will even say, like, the first and only time that my husband has met my grandfather, I understood the dynamic because I have been knowing my granddaddy since I was born.
Right.
And I've been knowing the people that he's around since I was born.
That's somebody I haven't met that I want to meet.
Next time you come up, I will take you.
Please do.
But it has to be at a good time. Like now.
No, I want to go at a bad time because I know he's funny.
I know. But now he's like lost hearing.
Oh, okay. So
but he's getting a hearing aid. So once he gets the hearing aid, we can go.
Okay. Because he's not going to hear me talk because I'm soft-spoken anyway.
And that kind of happened when I saw him when I went home last week. Because I was like, well, dang, why? Normally he like full of conversation. But then I was noticing because his girlfriend was there. Well, on a good day, he don't want her to be his girlfriend. But she's been in our lives forever. So
see, that's what I'm talking about. Dude is funny. And I know he going to say something to her about, be like, you need to go somewhere.
Yes. And I was expecting him because the whole time I was there, she was just going on and on about how he don't do nothing for her, how she been there for him. And he didn't say anything. And I was like, this is not my granddaddy. I know he hear her because I'm used to her, but this time she was getting on my nerves.
But you know how they say some things are a blessing and a curse? Because he could take his hearing aid out and he don't even got to listen to her.
Exactly. So when I was like, okay, well, I'm about to head on now. And I stood up to give him a hug. And he was like, I'm sorry, I haven't been good company, but I can't hear like I used to. So when I stood up and got in his face, that's when we started talking. I was like, no wonder he ain't cussed her out yet. He can't hear.
Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. So, yes, girl, that is hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious because he's lost his hearing.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that he couldn't cuss her out because he didn't even know what she was talking about.
Exactly.
He just see her lips moving.
Yes.
And I bet he's so happy now.
Yes, he probably is.
He probably has a really great quality of life, even though he's lost his hearing. So did you turn on the closed caption on the TV so he at least read the...
You know what? When I came to the door, I heard the music was extra loud. So he's like, I just cut on my music. I put it on the old school station, and I'm good all day. And I was like, okay. So plus, the music is blasting, and he can't hear what she's saying.
What about his neighbors?
They don't care.
Okay, well, that's cool. He happy.
Yeah, so anyway, the one time I took my husband up there, like, he didn't understand the dynamic. And I will say it was very interesting because my granddad's girlfriend was there, and she had on a mesh shirt without a bra. And she was sitting right in front of the TV and talking the whole time. And then it was hot in the apartment.
Oh, no.
And ever since then, my husband's like, I cannot go over there. So even when we went home time.
Hold on, Dorette. I got to stop you. How old is this lady?
You know what? I think she's like a year younger or older than my parents.
Oh.
Yes.
So he got a young chick.
Yes. But
So were they like old saggy breasts?
I wasn't looking that hard. When I saw her nip, I was like, oh, okay.
I would have been entertained by it all. And I'd be like, okay, well, we got to take a picture, guys.
No.
We're going to World Star. We got to post this. Like, that's crazy. No wonder he ain't going back.
Yeah, and I tried to get him to come. He was like, do I really got to go? I was like, I'm not going to do that to you. I mean, I understand your boundaries.
Oh, my goodness.
Know. So I don't think he will ever get the family dynamic of my granddaddy. That is totally fine.
Where was her shirt? You got company over.
I don't
Maybe
know.
She forgot she had it on.
I don't know. You know,
girl,
this was years and years ago.
She could at least had on a what's them bandeau bras?
No, she didn't even have that on.
A tube bra?
No.
Lord have mercy.
And then this was before, like, this was his first time meeting all of my family up there. And I figured if he could survive meeting my granddaddy,
he was gonna make it.
He was in. And then soon after that, he started talking about getting married. I was like,
man, that lady with
the pass
with the old nipples did it for him.
Yep.
He was like, I don't quite understand this, but I'm in this for the long haul because I can never unsee this shit. Man.
Yes.
Okay, my goodness. That just messed me up. Just the visual. Like, I can't wait to meet her just so I can be like, no way, she did not do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's see.
You want to get this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Check with your partner about family customs. Will his mother expect hostess gifts? A thank you note? What do they like to eat? What's their sense of humor like? Can you talk about politics and religion in front of them? I say don't talk about politics or religion, period, because you're just maybe meeting them, and I feel like that can divide a family, especially if your views are different. You can never go wrong with taking a hostess gift. I believe in it. I've always been taught that you don't go to somebody's house empty-handed. However, my husband feels different. He feels like if somebody invites you to their house, you was in the car that day.
I was.
And we go back and forth about this. Like, he knows that these are my rituals when we go somewhere. Like, and I should always be prepared and just have something. But I always end up waiting to the last minute and forget. And then we got to go back and forth. So he's like, well, if they invite you to their house, you shouldn't have to bring nothing. I'm like, dude, you got to bring some plates, some wine.
It's just a thank you.
Something. A note to say thank you.
Yes.
Like when I was struggling doing thank you notes for the wedding, he was like, why are you doing that? I'm like, why are you not even considering it? Because that's his family's custom, I guess. I guess they're different. Or maybe that's just something he doesn't feel is important. Because a lot of this stuff I know his mama taught him and his daddy taught him. But he just he doesn't understand the importance. So I say you can never go wrong with, well, don't go with a bottle of wine because you never know if there's an alcoholic in the family. But always get something, a little trinket.
Yes.
You want to chime in?
Oh, no, I mean,
We feel the same way about the gifts.
Yeah. Don't criticize your partner's family. Rather, ask for explanations of things you don't understand.
But you can't say it in a judgy way. Like, why your mama do that? Why your daddy do that?
We've all done that.
Like, what is wrong with her? What was she thinking? Like, don't be judgmental when you say it.
Yes.
Just say, hey, can you help me understand X, Y, and Z situation? Because you can't even say I'm not used to that because it depends on your tone. Like, I ain't used to that. Like, why y'all do that?
Are they okay?
Right. Is everyone all right? Is this normal? Because some things are different.
They are. I totally agree.
Do be polite and friendly. Use your most charming ways around your in-laws.
Yes, kill them with kindness.
Yeah, even when they're saying rude stuff and being disrespectful to you, just kind of look at them and play like you're on a reality show. Like, this is not real life, and you're going to get through these moments when it gets tough. Just be like, okay, this is not real. At some point, Ashton Kutcher is going to jump out and tell me I've been pranked. And then, it'll start getting easier for you to go through it.
And then just think, you can have some good stories to tell.
Yes. And you and your girlfriends or guy friends, if y'all talk about stuff like deep like this, y'all can have some real good stuff to like laugh about and drink over and be like, my goodness, let me tell you about this crazy ass family. When your family's just as crazy, but you used to it. He like, hold up. Or she's like, hold up, what about your crazy ass family?
I know, then you can trade stories.
Right. Like, because I'm pretty sure my husband done told somebody that my mama she has to have a cake for Jesus every Christmas.
I have brought her a cake.
Yes. She put the cake in the car and brought it across county lines for Jesus for his birthday. And he tells everybody about how we sing happy birthday to Jesus. But that's my mama, and that's what she wants to do.
Dynamic.
That is her thing. Because my daddy be like, he be like, really? I can't say what I want to say because we're talking about Jesus, but he just be having a look on his face like, we don't have no candles. Like, how many candles we gonna put on the cake? Oh my God. Like, he'll just say sarcastic stuff because he's like, why are we doing this? Like,
I can see your daddy doing that.
Or he'll just go upstairs and be like, just cut me a piece of cake when it's done. When y'all done with all this extra stuff, I gotta go upstairs and shoot people on Call of Duty. Because I think we be getting on his nerves, so he goes and he shoots people. But he says that's not what it is. But anyways,
let's see here. Don't assume they understand how you feel. They may not have a clue. Along those lines, don't take their comments and reactions personally. You may not understand them as they were meant.
Okay. Sometimes you understand exactly what they meant.
Oh, yeah.
But just don't sweat the small stuff. Just let it go.
Yes. Do think about what